We start this half hour with athletes and activism. More and more professional sports players using their voices to call for social change. ABC's Janae Norman joins us with details as the WNBA kicks off later today. Good morning, Janae.
Hey, Eva, good morning. Yeah, as much as athletes are often told to shut up and play, we know many still use their voices to call for change. From Muhammad Ali speaking up, to Tommy Smith and John Carlos with their fists in the air, to Colin Kaepernick taking a knee. It's not new, and athletes and activism often go hand in hand.
In the wake of George Floyd's death, athletes are turning up the heat, pushing for social justice and racial equality. WNBA athletes looking forward to today's tip-off are also focusing on seeking justice for victims of police brutality and racial justice, including Breonna Taylor, the Louisville EMT shot dead in her home by police executing a no-knock warrant, and months later, none of the officers involved have been arrested or charged.
I've asked some women from around the league to join me to amplify this message and to make it clear where we stand.
The WNBA dedicating this season to social justice. Today, all players on the Phoenix Mercury will wear jerseys with Breonna Taylor's name. And around the league, warm-up shirts will feature Black Lives Matter on the front and say her name on the back.
I think our team is taking a huge stand on this.
Number 1 overall pick Sabrina Ionescu ready for her rookie season, saying,
"We're given a prime opportunity to use our platforms and as a team, as a league, to stand for what we believe in."
In the NBA's bubble in Orlando,
we want to continue to uplift people like Breonna Taylor.
We need justice for Breonna Taylor.
We need justice for Breonna Taylor.
This is going to be justice for Breonna Taylor. That's going to be my answer for everything.
some NBA players worried returning to basketball would be a distraction from calls for change. But many, like LeBron James, are using their platform to amplify the message.
Well, it's fortunate that we had the George Floyd video to see it. I mean, is that what we need, to see a video of Breonna being killed, for people to realize how bad the situation is?
And it's not just basketball. 4 years after Colin Kaepernick drew massive criticism for kneeling during the national anthem, MLB players taking a knee during the anthem and pregame ceremonies.
Our thanks to Janae Norman for that story. Joining us now is Breanna Stewart, the 2018 MVP, who is on the Seattle Storm. Breanna, good morning to you. We appreciate you taking the time. The WNBA has dedicated this season to the fight for social justice, as we just heard a moment ago. Why is that so important to you and your fellow teammates?
It's so important to me and my teammates and really the league because it affects us. It affects all of us in one aspect or another, and especially, you know, a league that's 80% black. It's very important to create racial justice.
When play starts today, some players will be wearing jerseys with Breonna Taylor's name. She, of course, the Louisville woman shot by police in her own apartment. And your warm-up shirts will say Black Lives Matter. As you know, there are critics who argue that you should just focus on the sport of basketball and stay out of politics and activism. What do you say to them and that criticism?
To the people that criticize us, I think the fact is that, you know, we're at a point in time, we're in 2020, and we want to continue to use our platforms to amplify the message, to take action, and to really be the change. And like you said, we have Say Her Name on the back of our shooting shirts. The Seattle Storm has Breonna Taylor, her name on the back of our jerseys. And I think right now, you know, we're continuing to put the pressure on Attorney General Daniel Cameron to arrest the officers involved in her murder.
I do want to transition and talk about the coronavirus pandemic. You'll be playing all the games in what is being called the wubble. How do you feel about the precautions, the safety measures that are taken into place, and the fact that no fans will be in the stands?
It's definitely interesting. It's weird, but it's nice to be in an environment that's safe. And I think the thing is, you know, the league is really taking precaution to take care of us and giving us this opportunity to be on the court and use our platform for people like Breonna Taylor and her family.
All right, Breanna Stewart, thank you so much for your time this morning. We do appreciate it. Of course, to our viewers, don't miss the WNBA season kickoff. First, the Seattle Storm take on New York Liberty at noon Eastern on ESPN. Then it's the LA Sparks versus the Phoenix Mercury at 3 p.m. Eastern right here on ABC.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here. to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.